2022, paper 1. 2022, paper 1. So I'm going to circle the questions that are normally repeated next to the number, question number. Employees in a large organization are most likely to have C, a high degree of specialization. So number 1 is a repeated question. Remember, this is the year 2022. And if you would go in question paper 2024, you will see this is the exact same question that was structured in the year 2024. Number 2, an organizational chart best shows the lines of responsibility and interrelationships among departments, order in which work should be carried out in an organization, different departments within an organization, position of employees in an organization. So the best answer will be position of employees in an organization. Number 3, which of the following items would be included in a memorandum? In a memorandum, we do have the dates. Salutation is yes, sir, no, sir, yes, dear, sir, dear, madam. We don't have this in a memorandum. Designation, no. Complimentary close, no. So the answer is A. And this is a repeated question. Question number 4. Which of the following statements describe A4 and A5 paper? Now, A5 paper is the traditional size we use to type our letters. A5 paper is half of A4 paper. Like if we have to do and type any invitation or anything like that we use an A5 paper. So which one of the following statements are true? A4 paper is smaller than A5 paper. That is not true. A5 width in landscape is the same as A4 width in portraits. Not true. A5 paper is half the size of A4. This is true. This is very much true. So the answer is B, 3 only. Number 5. The science of fitting the workplace to meet the needs of employee is known as ergonomics. Repeated question. B. Number 6. Which of the following is an example of fringe benefit? Now, fringe benefit is some sort of non-monetary benefit. If I'm giving you $1,000 added on your salary every month, that is not a fringe benefit. However, if I'm giving you permission to use the company's boat every month, that is a fringe benefit. Once money is involved, it do not become a fringe benefit. So in this case, which of the following is an example of a fringe benefit? It will be use of a company vehicle. 7, a customer call. This is a repeated question. You will actually see it in 2024 paper. A customer called and inquired about a letter which had been sent to the firm a month ago. However, the letter could not be found. To determine if the letter was received, the mail clerk should refer to the mail register. Number 8, repeated. Actually, it came in 2024, number 8. Which of the following pieces of equipment is used to arrange the pages of a document in order? That would be a collator. Number 9. Which of the following components of computer hardware is an output device? Output device, that will be a monitor. Right? Mouse and keyboard are input devices. Number 10. This is a repeated question. You'll see it in 2024. Which of the following is an optional section in a resume? Meaning you can leave it out. You don't have to put it. Education, is that optional? No, we must put the education. We must put contact number. List of academic awards. We don't have to put that. Skills and work experiences, yes. So the answer is C. We don't have to put list of academic awards in our resume. 11. Repeated question. 3 months have passed since you applied for a job at a large firm. You have only received a letter of acknowledgement. What is the most appropriate action to be taken? Should you write another letter of application, write a letter to follow up on the application, email the human resource officer to schedule an interview, telephone the receptionist at the firm and request an update? The best answer here is to write a letter to follow up on the application. Question number 12. Mrs. Jones was selected for the position of receptionist at an engineering firm. On accepting the job, she was given a document outlining the work she was expected to perform. This document is called a job description. All right? The job description will outline your actual duties and what you have to perform on that particular desk. Question number 30. Which of the following guidelines should be followed during a job interview? Provide one-word answers. Definitely no. Be courteous when answering questions. Yes. Maintain eye contact with the interviewer. Yes. So that's 2 and 3. Number 13 is C. 14. Repeated. The accounts department has requested a file from the central filing document. Which of the following actions should the file clerk take? Find out if the file is available. Yes. Complete an outsheet and place it in the file. Yes. Ask the person receiving the file to sign for it. Yes. So the answer is D. 1, 2, and 3. Question number 15. Filing through the use of microfilming is valuable for the storage of official records which are frequently used, passport-size photographs of staff members, information which must be kept for many years, customers' accounts from which statements. So the best answer here, and is the only reason why we use microfilming, is because of information can be kept for many years when we use microfilming, especially when we're storing inactive files. Number 6, repeated question. In which of the following situations is cross-referencing not needed? So cross-referencing is where there's a name change, whether it's a woman changes her name or a business changes its name, we need to do cross-referencing. So name of the supplier is changed, yes, we use cross-referencing. A female customer has a name change through marriage, yes, we use cross-referencing. A piece of correspondence relates to more than one name, yes, we use cross-referencing. A document is to be placed under a special name for easy retrieval. This is not needed for cross-referencing. So 16 is D. 17. Kayla is being interviewed for a job and no mention is made for promotional opportunities. Which of the following actions should she take if she's interested in having such information? So Miss Kayla is at a job interview and they did not mention anything about her promotional opportunities. What should Kayla do? Ask about it before the close of the interview. Assume that promotion will be automatic. Visit the office and question the employees. Ask about it in a follow-up letter after the interview. The answer, most suitable answer is A. Ask about it before the interview is closed. Question number 18. This is a repeated question. The correct indexing title of a file for Peter, Kenneth, John Doe is, now when we are filing, the rule is we file the surname first, which is John Doe, then the first name, which is Peter, then the middle name, Kenneth. So the answer will be B. B. Number 19. Number 19 is a repeated question. Which of the following services will be usually offered to customers who have fixed deposit accounts at a commercial bank? Permission to write checks? No, not when you have a fixed deposit. Withdrawals on demand? No, definitely not. Higher interest rates than those offered on savings accounts? That is the answer. 3 only, so number 19 is B. Number 20. An executive has to attend an overseas meeting and will have to make reference to correspondence on file. Which of the following actions would be most appropriate to take in order to allow him access to the information? Repeated question, you'll see it in 2024. Give him the files in a sealed envelope. Ask the secretary to summarize the correspondence. Scan the correspondence and save the information on an external storage device. Give him the correspondence from the file and ask him to sign for them. So the best and the most suitable answer will be D. D. Question number 20. D. #21. Which of the following situations would cause a file to be classified as inactive? Keyword here is inactive. A supplier now sells a wider range of goods. The organization has stopped buying from a particular supplier. Inactive is when we don't need the file again. It's not used often, but we can't dispose of it. We need to keep it just in case we have to reference anything. C, a company with which the organization does business has changed its name. Or D, a company with which the organization does business has changed its business address. So the best answer for question number 21 is B. The organization has stopped buying from a particular supplier, so we don't need to use the supplier's file often again. 22. Before starting to set up appointments, a secretary should first thoroughly familiarize herself with the pattern of her boss' workday, method of recording appointments, correct procedure for greeting callers, or extension number for each member of staff. So the best answer here will be A. The secretary needs to find out the pattern of her boss' workday, so she will know how to schedule appointments. Question number 23. How many minutes did G Red spend at the office? So we have G here. So he came at 9:50 and left at 10:15. 9:50 to 10, that's 10 minutes. Add on 15 minutes, that's 25 minutes. The answer is A. 24. What time did L. Mills depart the office? So L. Mills is right here. He left at 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. using the 24-hour clock. 2:30 p.m. will be 14:30 hours. That's C. 25. An executive is called to a meeting and as such is unable to keep a 3 p.m. appointment with a client in his office. What action must the receptionist take? Write the client, apologize, and ask him to suggest an alternative date? No. When the client arrives, apologize and offer him another appointment? This is so wrong. You don't wait for the person to arrive to let them know that the appointment canceled. When the client arrives, apologize and suggest that he sees someone else? Nope. Telephone the client, yes. Apologize and suggest the time for new employment. So the answer is D. D. 26. Within a meeting context, a proposal that action should be taken is called a motion. 27. An ex officio member is one who is appointed by a majority vote, votes on behalf of an absent member, attends meetings by virtue of a position, or manages the procedures of the meeting. The best answer here will be C. Attends meetings by virtue of a position. So the ex officio is not a member, but that person is just coming to offer or to make some sort of valuable contribution. Votes on behalf of an absent member is what you call a proxy. That is a proxy. All right, that is a proxy, not ex officio. Don't mix them up. All right, so the answer for 27 is C. Let's go to question 28. Repeated question. At the annual general meeting of Verona Enterprises, an equal number of votes were cast for and against a motion. What action should the chairperson take to break the tie? Exercise the casting votes, ask the members to vote again. If they vote again, it might end up to the same tie. Adjourn the meeting to another date, could end up with the same tie. Ask the members to ratify. So the best answer is for the chairperson is exercise the casting vote. 29. Which of the following persons is responsible for approving and signing the minutes of a meeting? That would be the chairperson. 30. Repeated question. In what order should the following items on the agenda be arranged? So the first order is apologies. Next, read out the minutes of the last meeting, matters arising, and then any other business. So which one starts with number 3 first? That will be C. 31. Credit cards are used instead of cash when traveling abroad because they have greater value than cash. That's not true. Offer greater security. Are preferred to cash in foreign countries. So the best answer is B. Offer greater security than cash. 32. Repeated question. A businessman is traveling to a country where the time is 1 hour ahead of the time in his country. If the plane departs at 12 noon and the flight takes 1 hour and 15 minutes, what time will it be when he arrives at his destination? So 1 hour and 15 minutes added on to 12 noon, that's 1:15. But the question says he is 1 hour ahead. So currently it's 2:15. So what is 2:15 p.m.? That's 2:15 p.m. using the 24-hour clock. 2:15 will be 14:15 hours. 33. Letters of credit may be used by a traveler when, now we use letters of credit when someone visits, let's say a foreign country, and they probably would have seen something they want to buy that costs a lot. Their credit card can't cover it, and they don't have enough physical cash to purchase it. So what they can do is do a letter of credit where they go into the bank over there in whichever country that they are in and apply for the service of a letter of credit to the bank in their local country, right? So letters of credit is done when large sum of monies are needed abroad. 34. 34 is a repeated question. Remember, I'm going to circle repeated questions. Which of the following documents is or are required for a Caribbean national to enter the United States of America? Visa, yes. Passport, yes. We don't need the ID card, so the answer is 1 and 2 only. That's B. Question number 35. At X, Y, and Z, Inc., it was felt that the general welfare of staff was being overlooked by management. What is the first action that should be taken by staff to address the situation? First action, right? So the staff can actually participate in all of this. But what is the first action they should do? They must request a meeting with the human resource manager. Because HR deals with the welfare of staff. As soon as you see welfare, you know that's HR. 36. Repeated question. The human resource clerk has been asked to review a list of job applicants and to select those who meet the necessary requirements for a job. This process is referred to as shortlisting. 37. In a cash book, all monies received are indicated as a debit entry. 38. As a supervisor, you are expected to assess workers for their annual appraisal. Which of the following should not be taken into consideration? Employee performance, yes. Salary scale, no. You don't take that into consideration. Punctuality, yes. Initiative in solving problem, yes. So the best answer is A. Remember, the annual appraisal is when you invite the employee into an office and the supervisor meets them and grade them on their performance while at work. 39. Repeated. At the beginning of the year, a firm employs 50 persons. During the year, 10 persons leave the firm. Which of the following represents the labor turnover? So it will be 10 over 50 multiplied by 100. All right? 50 into 51, 50 into 100, 2, 10 twos are 20. Answer is 20%. Question number 40. As a junior employee, this is a repeating, you are required to file correspondence from the following companies. So in this question, when you see 8 hours, you have to spell out that 8. And you have to write it out. Right? And then remember, we have to sing the alphabet in our head. A, B, C, D. So D, A, B, C, D. D comes first. Then E, then G, then T. So which one of these gives the option where D comes first? D. Only option here is A. Right? So the answer is A. 41. Mega industries experienced a 45% labor turnover during the last 3 years. Now, labor turnover means a lot of employees are leaving their jobs. Which of the following actions can be taken to reduce labor turnover? Improve working conditions, yes. Review and revise salaries offered, yes. Provide opportunities for development, yeah. So, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to question number 42, sorry. Amira Ali is paid a basic wage of $10 per hour for a 40-hour week. So right now we know 40 multiplied by 10, that's 400. So she's working for 400 a week. And $15 per hour for overtime. Last week, Amira worked 48 hours. Her normal hours of work is 40, but this time she worked 48. She's telling us she worked 8 hours extra. And we have to pay her $15 for every hour she worked. So 15 multiplied by 8 is 120. 120 add on the $400, which is her normal salary, is 520. 43. Which of the following documents is sent by the seller when the customer has been undercharged? When it's undercharged, you send a debit note. 44. Which of the following is the best method of payment for purchasing a box of paper clips for a company? Well, this is a Sakai question. The answer is A, cash, right? So a box of paper clip might be $3, it might be $5, so you use cash, right? 45. What is the name given to a check dated ahead of time? That is post-dated. And we have a check here. Repeated questions. We have a little check. The person, Mr. Bruce Hall, to whom the check is made out, is called the payee. Like Mr. Bruce Hall is here, meaning he's going to be collecting $150. On the 2nd of October 2021, Mr. Hall attempted to cash the check above at his bank, Savings Bank Limited. His request was denied because, why was it denied? The check date is the 21st of September. He went to cash October the 2nd. Nothing wrong there. Name spells good. So the reason why he would have been denied is because of this here. This is a cross check. And in cross check, you cannot walk up to the teller and expect to get your cash in hand on the same day. All cross-check must be delivered into your bank account, and you have to wait for 4 working days before it is cleared. So the answer will be, it was a cross-check. 48. Which of the following best describes the purpose of the petty cash fund? Remember, petty cash is used for making small payments conveniently, and I just gave away the answer, so the answer is D. 49, we have a stock record card here. Pencil cases, right? Question asks, how many pencil cases were issued on 5th of September? So the 5th of September, how much was issued? How much went out? 40. So the answer is B. 50. The total number of pencil cases received was, how much was received? How much came in? So 3rd of September, 75 came in. 8th of September, 20 came in. So that's 95. We add up the two of them. That's 95. Let's see if 95 is an option. Yes, it is. So that's E. Question number 51. And I forgot to put my little circle indicating that it is repeated questions. Let's go to question 51. 51. Which of the following documents is issued by the petty cashier as a record of purchase and issue of cash to a member of staff? That is the voucher. The Joy High School wants to build a new canteen and has received promotional material from several firms. In order to select the most suitable firm for the job, the school should invite firms to send a tender. Tenders where the different firms will bid to get this job. It's not a fight, they just have to bid. Let them know the cost, give them a package. Whoever has the best package gets the job. So when they are going to bid for it, that is called a tender. 53. This is a repeated question. Assuming that there are no further transactions, what would be the opening balance on the account for February the 1st? What we have to do, we're going to add the credit. We're going to get 205 here. And then we have to add the debits. 0, 9, 10, 200. So the credit is 205 minus the debit 200. We end up with $5. $5 plus the 150, that's 155 is the answer. 54. The use of a perpetual inventory system in a large department store enables A, goods that were purchased first to be sold first, B, goods that were purchased last to be sold first, C, the sale of goods on a person-to-person basis, or D, the calculation of stock levels and values at specific intervals. So the answer is D. 55. Which of the following types of discounts is given specifically for prompt settlement of an account given a period? Keyword, period, right? So which of these discounts offer that? That is cash. Now in the cash, you would see a term like this, right? Mean if you pay your bill within 10 days, I'm going to give you 5% discount. So see, I'm offering prompt settlement over a given period. The period is 10 days. So this is why the answer is cash. Question number 56. P. Hawk has a manufacturing business. His raw materials is 1,900, rates and rent is 2,000, and factory wages amount to 2,500. The number of units produced is, so what we have to do is add up all his expenses. So 1,900 plus 2,000 plus 2,500 is 6,400. You divide that by 640 and you will get $10. That's the answer. 57, repeated question. We have a little clock card here. This is clock card are used in factories. We have persons working on shift. So the question asks, how many hours did Gary spend at the office? So Gary here, Monday he came in at 7:30 and left at 4:30. That's 9 hours. He came in at 7:30 last and went 6:30. That's 10, 11. 11 hours. 8 to 6. I believe that's 10 hours. 7:30 to 4, that's 9. Right, so the answer is what you have to do is add up all of these. You should get 48. All right, so you spend 48 hours at the office. 58, sorry. Which of the following cards is least likely to be used in the factory office? In the factory office, we use the job card, we use the cost card, we use the time card, which we just saw there. So the answer is B. We don't use the bin in the factory office. Question number 59. The table below is an extract from an airline schedule which shows that the aircraft will stop in Antigua on its way to Jamaica from Barbados. How long will the aircraft be on the ground in Antigua? So currently it's on the ground here. So we have to check from 4:25 to 7:30. 4:25 to 5:25, that's 1 hour. 5:25 to 6:25, 2 hours. 6:25 to 7:25, that's 3 hours. We have the 25 and 30 minutes difference. That's 5 minutes difference in between there. So the answer is A, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Last question. Which document used in shipping is both a contract for carriage and a document of title? Keyword here is shipping. When goods are brought using a ship, we use the bill of lading. All right? That is the answer. B. When you see ship. All right?